Hi, hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? I was happy a few minutes ago, but guess what? I totally messed up. Totally messed up this recording. But I'm glad I caught it in 3 minutes and 37 seconds. Won't he do it? Yes, he will. So, ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuned into the Black Ramen Podcast. I, myself, Chatty Patty, a.k.a. Won't He Do It, a.k.a. We Got Saved for this episode, a.k.a. I am Madam Straw Hat, and I have with me...
Hey, this is Bree, Tea-Sippin' Bree, Sleepy Bree. And this is our second go-around, so I think we got it this time. Y'all find out.
What's up, guys? This is Derby, a.k.a. Sexual Chocolate. No fancy quips now, because it's gone. It's not organic anymore.
We're dried up and stale.
We were
left out overnight. No cling wrap, no foil, no fridge.
Damn.
Oh.
But it makes good for fried. It makes
At this
good for
point,
good
we're
fried
spoiled,
rice
then.
though. That leftover white rice, that staleness is really good, really good. But I'll tell you what's not stale. Ladies and gentlemen, Crunchyroll Awards just announced their nominees and their categories, and we at Black Ramen, we do this every year. We get a little flustered, you know, our hearts drop a little because you know sometimes they make mistakes, but.
Okay. They're not perfect.
They're not.
You know?
They're not. The greatest thing that Crunchyroll did was give us press passes for Anime NYC. That was the greatest accomplishment they ever did.
Focus. Y'all, we
Best
have
accomplishment of
Yeah,
their
right.
lives.
we
Yeah.
have a lot we got to get through in this episode. So as Patty said, right now, award season is upon us. We don't care about the movie stuff. We don't care about that live action nonsense. We're talking about anime award season, Crunchyroll award season, which was definitely just like a publicity grab to make people interested in Crunchyroll as a company. But I'm willing, because there aren't that many anime awards, like big ones like this. And I gotta say, this year, they actually are worth looking at.
Yeah,
They are.
They did their work. It was amazing.
I mean, I want to give them all the credit in the world, but there is just the fact that last year was just so great for anime. We had so many great options. Like, they could have just thrown a dart at a dartboard and gotten great nominees for almost every category. So,
I
yeah.
don't know.
But still, you know, kudos where kudos
It's
is due.
amazing. I
Great
think
job.
you know what it is. I think because of the pandemic, it forced everybody to actually get in their bag. I don't know. Maybe the working conditions were different. Maybe people were actually working from home, but they brought their A game. Every single studio, Cloverworks is salvaging themselves a little bit every day. I have to say that. But
Not yet, they're not. At least not in this award season.
nah, not this
So
one.
anyway,
Well,
here's-
no, they do have a nominee in this award season.
yeah, they do.
And that's the one we don't talk about.
No, it's Shadow
Oh,
House.
yes. Okay. Cloverworks. Yes,
Oh
Shadow
wait,
House.
that makes
Okay.
me more
Yeah,
nervous.
see?
Okay, focus, guys. So this is how
Yeah, we'll get to it.
this is how we're doing this episode. We're gonna take you through all 20 of the Crunchyroll Anime Awards, who's nominated, who we think should win, and once we go through all
That's right,
those,
we're gonna
just
tell you
like
the
last
vote
year,
for.
you know we're gonna do it. We have our own little Black Ramen Anime Awards for the categories they don't talk about, but we think deserve to be covered.
Right.
So, jumping right in, I think Patty, did you want to announce this one, the Anime of the Year?
Yeah, I guess I'll do it.
She do it. All right.
All right, for Anime of the
She
Year,
excited about these
we
nominees.
have 86, Attack on Titan, Jujutsu Kaisen, Taxi. Bless Taxi. King's Ranking, a Ranking of Kings, Osama
I don't like
Kings.
that title.
I don't like it either. And Sunny Boy.
So I think you let a little bias out, and I think we all let a little bias out, because when you said
I mean-
Taxi, that kind of implies we have a favorite, and hell yeah, we do.
We do.
So,
We wholeheartedly do.
I strongly feel there's a difference between who do you want to win, who do you think deserves to win, and who probably will win. Because, for example,
Except this
back
year.
in the great year 2016, so it must have been the 2017 awards, there was a lot of controversy about the best animation. Everyone looked at Mob Psycho and said, hell yeah, this.
You did that on purpose.
But who
She
won
definitely did. Her bias is showing.
was Yuri on Ice.
Watch her not fuck up Yuri on Ice.
No, never. Of course not.
See?
And people were like, how dare it win? And I said, the animation. But you know I voted for Yuri on Ice 7 days straight, every day I could vote. Without a doubt. I did not flinch. Why? Because I wanted it to win. Did it necessarily deserve it? That's not important here. So there is a certain code of morality to voting, and I will always vote for my favorite before I necessarily vote for technically who deserves it. I know I might get hate for that. I know that leads to a lot of hype winning, but I don't know. Sometimes I just want my darling anime to win. So in case of anime of the year, I have Odd Taxi, who I desperately want to win, but technically I feel like who might deserve it and probably will win is Attack on Titan. One, it just has the fan base, and two, I'm not a huge Attack on Titan fan. Yeah, I watch it and I enjoy it. I'm not a huge person because I freaking hate Eren Yeager. But
she's a Karen
it's
Yeager,
just
guys.
been really
She'll
good
come
animation.
around.
It's got an amazing story. It has been strong pretty much from the first season. A little boring in the middle, but it's strong. It has had a huge impact on the anime community. So I think Attack on Titan deserves to win and probably will win. But I will be so much happier if Odd Taxi wins. I will be crying tears of joy if Odd Taxi wins.
I do want to say something real quick though. I just want to point out, ladies and gentlemen, you see how Brie made the distinguish, like she made the difference between what you want to win and what will win. Stop being delusional, ladies and gentlemen. You could be biased and love your shit, but let's be honest, it's not going to win. You know what I mean? Don't sit there.
You don't know that.
Girl, stop.
I have
Stop.
hope.
You can have hope, but we can. We
Yuri
need to-
on Ice won Best Animation against Mob Psycho. Your dreams can come true.
Yeah, that
It
was
can't come
ridiculous.
true, but when you die hard to it to a point where you're just saying that, oh, it's supposed to win because I like, just be real. Understand this is about the masses. It's not about you. So I like the fact that you made a difference. Like you made a
Want to win, deserves to win, probably will win.
right. I love that. I love that. So let's keep it going. Derby.
Yeah, with probably will win. I definitely feel Attack on Titan pretty much has this in the bag. But as far as deserve to win, I think at least like 4 of these deserve it.
Really?
Fully
Four?
and wholeheartedly. I do fully believe Ranking of Kings kind of deserves it.
That's
Jujutsu Kaisen kind of deserves it. Attack on
impact-wise.
Titan and Odd Taxi. That's what I mean, impact-wise. But Anime of the Year includes a lot of things. And
Yeah.
impact-wise, Jujutsu Kaisen is in there.
I think
86, no. I love 86, but no. Sunny Boy, I didn't like it. I heard amazing things from people who are diehard fans of like that director. But I stopped at like episode 4. I can't do it. So for me, I'm biased against Sunny Boy. But 4 of them, wholeheartedly, I fully believe deserve to win. Would I want to win? Odd Taxi.
obviously.
Odd Taxi, hands down. So yeah, that's where I stand.
And guys, don't worry, we're not going to spend so long in every category as we do on Anime of the Year. It's just any of the Anime of the Year is the main biggest, and so much goes into it. Like I think of when I think Anime of the Year is quality of the storyline and characters, quality of the animation, consistency throughout the series, how strong is it, and especially how big is the fan base and how much of an impact has it made on the anime community. In that case, I'm not into Jujutsu Kaisen, but I do understand that it has been a massive bomb dropped in the anime community and really symbolizes the current shift between more gritty anime. Because if you think of more Naruto, One Piece, it still has a bit more of a bubbly tone, but this is really moving towards the Chainsaw Man, the killing stuff, and darker anime. So I feel like Jujutsu Kaisen does have a strong chance, but I will be really upset if it does win. Like against Attack on Titan? I don't think so.
For me, I'm gonna go what deserves to win. Personally, Odd Taxi. I mean, for all the right reasons, we all know that.
I think they know.
It's a great
Teddy.
story. Man, I forgot to put on my sweater. But yeah, this is hands down what anime should be. Top notch anime should be. Like you go in not expecting anything, and she comes in slowly, beautifully, with the dress that you thought that she wasn't gonna wear for you the other night, but she wore it. And she just says, "Are you ready to go?" And she puts her perfume on, and you're just like, "Oh, I love you." That's Odd Taxi.
But I'm worried about Odd Taxi because it's not one of those. It's not perfectly mainstream. It's not high action main shonen. Even King's Ranking, I feel like, has a bit more of an edge on Odd Taxi just because it has that more actiony fantasy element.
What's that?
So
thing
I
on
worry
TikTok?
because Odd Taxi is such a unique, interesting, plot-driven anime that it might not be able to like pull in the numbers that the other more hyped ones get.
First of all, what's that thing on TikTok when everybody starts screaming and you hear the guy in the background? But she's beautiful to me. That's what Taxi is. That's what
what you're going to.
That's what it is. But I feel like the anime that made the most impact in the anime community has to be Attack on Titan, not just because of the story and the artwork, but just because of the fact that what Mappa has done and the controversy that went on with everybody saying that, oh, Mappa did this, and then when it all came out, how quickly Mappa came out with season 4 with the limited amount of people during a pandemic, not to mention picking up the art style that Wit Studios had clearly had for Attack on Titan. They had to pick that up. They had to implement CGI, which I think they did very well with the Titans. They did this during a pandemic, and that's what I felt that a lot of people were talking about, especially on Twitter. My God, they had a whole interview in Mappa Studios, what they called the studio, because I don't know what that was. That looked like a classroom. They had a whole interview with the leading director of Mappa, and he just looked exhausted. They asked him how he felt about the comments. He was like, well, you know, we tried our best. This dude looked like he came from paradise. The circles under his eyes. I'm like, get this nigga a pillow. He tired. So the one that got the most, I think the one that everybody was mostly anticipated about, the one that struck the most controversy, the one that everybody was going through their timeline and seeing, I think this is what put Mappa out there, was the controversy, what was going on with Attack on Titan. And then after that, they came in like a phoenix. They took every single title. What? We're going to take that. We take that. We're taking that. We're doing this next year. Matter of fact, we're doing this next month. They took on so much projects. I think there's only 300 people in staff in Mappa Studios. And they
I feel like we're missing a category. I feel like we should have also had a category for Studio of the Year.
Oh, you think we could put that in? You think we could put that in?
I don't think we got time for it, but we can just give it to Mappa right now.
I mean, hey.
Actually, Cloverwork has been.
Nah, we gotta give it to you affordable. The niggas didn't pay taxes.
Anyone who doesn't pay taxes.
Come on, we gotta give it to them.
Yeah, but that's just such an easy win. Just don't pay taxes. You win.
Don't pay taxes for the right reasons. Look at all they shit. Like,
right.
Come on. All right, so yeah, I think I want Odd Taxi to win. Attack on Titan deserves it, but I do feel like maybe it's between Attack on Titan and Jujutsu Kaisen, because Jujutsu Kaisen got a very crazy fan base. I do shout out to Osama ranking. I love King's ranking, and that's where
I feel like they'll have a shot next year too, because that one's still going on. But anyway, yeah. Speaking of King's ranking, we have to keep going through these categories because I said there's still like 19 more. I'll do Best Boy because
they're good at bias showing again. Yep. Speaking of King's ranking.
Actually, no, I've been having trouble with this category. So, Best Boy nominees this year are Senku Ishigami from Dr. Stone, Izumi Miyamura from Horimiya, Odokawa from Odd Taxi, Boji from King's Ranking. Oh, he's so adorable. Draken or Mikey, both from Tokyo Revengers. So, I don't give two flips about Tokyo Revengers, honestly. I watched a few episodes. It was But between Boji, Odokawa, and Miyamura, oh, that was tough. So I've definitely been sprinkling my votes everywhere. I think, who do I want to win most? Probably Boji, because he's adorable.
I mean.
But Miyamura, I will also be very happy with.
Go ahead, Derbs.
Yeah, so for Best Boy, I do see a lot of fangirls going for Miyamura, and I'm sorry, I have to disagree with all of y'all. I'm with Boji, and the only reason I'm not choosing Odokawa is by the slim margin of Odokawa is a full-grown man. So I'm like, all right, we can toss Odokawa
so
for
he's
this.
Not Best Boy.
So just Boji. Yeah, he can't be Best Boy. If they had a Best Man category, sure, Odokawa. And as far as Mikey and Draken, no way. But Mikey, I could see getting some nods.
I thought Draken would probably get some nods more than Mikey. Just based off the simping on TikTok, I feel like the Tokyo Revengers have a good shot at this. I'm not thrilled with it, but I feel like they do.
Based on the simping, I could see Draken winning it. But for Best Boy, I don't know. Just the term best boy just gives me like a purity image of like, nah, they gotta be wholesome. And Draken don't fit that. But Mikey does.
Hands down, boy G. First of all, anybody that look that cute with curls in their hair with a bit. First of all, let me just say this. I was not interested in King's ranking, not the least bit, because when I saw the cover art, I was like, who this big head boy sitting in the king chair, sitting in his throne? But it makes sense.
No
with
pants.
no pants. But it made all the sense. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't think this shit hit, just listen to the OP while he walking. While he walking, that OP slaps. And the fact that he's so adorable and he could bust your ass on top. No, matter of fact, you can't touch him because the way he dodges his defense is amazing as a king, because he's my king. But I feel like he, out of all the stories, he was very, very, how can I say it? He's more impressionable to me. He left an impact on me. Because it's like, he's one of those guys that you want to root for to win. Everybody else, they were like your typical, well, not Taxi. What's his name? Otokawa? First of all, Otokawa, I want him to take me to the train station anytime when I call an Uber. Because it looks like his ride is going to be really easy, smooth, easy going. And he might give me some lottery numbers at the end of the day. So, I'm definitely going with Otokawa too. But what I think is going to win, it's probably hands down Tokyo Revengers, because their fan base is ridiculous. So either one of them.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Who knows? We don't even care about them.
No, not really.
I also want to do the best girl category. I'll let one of you introduce the next one. But I feel like I need to do the best girl because, I've got some best girls in this too.
Oh my God.
So first of all, I don't even know this chick's name, but Vladilena Miles from 86.
It doesn't matter. She should have
she's there.
She's terrible. She's terrible.
We got Nobara Kugisaki from Jujutsu Kaisen, who did a pretty good job with the female characters. Here's one of my favorites, Sarasa Watanabe from Kageki Shoujo. If y'all haven't watched Kageki Shoujo, I highly recommend. It's great, and she is just such a deep character. At first, she seems like one of these really like floofy, happy characters, but like you see, she gets kind of hard. But the real issue is I have to fight between my girl Sarasa and Komi Shoko Komi from Komi Can't Communicate, because y'all, I watched a few episodes. I thought it was okay. I went back later, and I suddenly fell in love with it hard. She is such a sweetheart, best girl. Oh, I love it. Also, that bitch Torohan's on here, too. Fruits Basket. So, those are the best girl nominees.
As far as I go, for me, it was honestly only between Kakegi Shoujo's Watanabe and then Komi. And Sarasa won for me. Like, for me, it's Sarasa all the way. Komi, I'm sorry, like, say something. No.
She's doing her best.
I love the I love the show, I do, but if we're gonna go with best girl, Sarasa has it hands down. In like 3 years, when Komi can speak a little, sure, we can have this conversation again. But right now, it's like, no.
All right, Patty, what about you?
I'm gonna stick with Sarasa too. I like her. I really do like her. I feel like
Black Ramen walking in sync.
This never happens, ladies and gentlemen. Write this down. This is a moment in history.
But also, what I know is going to happen is it's going to be freaking Fruits Basket.
Nah, it's gonna be Jujutsu Kaisen. It's not gonna be Fruits Basket. It's gonna be Jujutsu Kaisen.
It might be Jujutsu.
It's gonna, but you know what?
Yeah, look,
you
Nobara does deserve
competition if the shorty with the glasses from Jujutsu Kaisen was best girl. She would have won hands down. But because she's so much of a side to the side character, they didn't put her on. But if they did, hands down, she would have won hands freaking down. She was amazing. But this Kageki Shoujo, it should have got more play. I feel like the story was so beautiful. It was hard. Like, it really touched tones of what women, the pressure of being in theater and just having a shitty ass mom as a woman. Like, it's like, and it to still grow from that and still be better after not having the best living conditions, not even the living conditions, but being deprived of just having a mother's love. That was, the story right there. When they gave me a little piece of backstory, I was like, all right, I'm invested. I'm good.
Nah, it had great backstories. Even for like the nerdy stalker dude had a great backstory.
When you make me feel for your antagonist, come on, you got me. You got me.
Yeah.
But
Yo, like, oh, I didn't mean to. I didn't know she was going through that. I just kind of held her hand.
That
too
was
long.
it. And he
My
learned
bad.
from it. He learned from it. And I like that. It was good. And not to mention her ends with a little touch of green. Her stylist is fire. I just loved her hair. I just loved her hair. It was beautiful. Wonder Egg Priority. I'm just gonna say this. It had emotional elements. It was good. Not to mention even the picture right here that you picked, Bree, is so beautiful. If you put them all together and look how amazing the detail and the artwork just looks. It looks amazing. But is it gonna win? Hell to the fuck no. Because it did something.
Not enough people watched it.
No, they watched it, but you know what? What turned them off? They did Game of Thrones type bullshit. They fucked up the ending for everybody. And everybody was like, yo.
Yeah. And once.
Yeah, like nobody's taking that no more.
Yeah, once it came out that the ending was bad, I think everyone just decided to not watch it. Because I know I watched like episode 1. I was like, okay, this is like a great show, and I'm gonna be annoyed if I try to watch this week to week. So I'll wait. Once it's done, I'll jump back in and watch all of it. And then the ending happened, and everyone was like, no, this is a terrible ending. I was like, well, guess I'm dropping this show.
It's nominated
Moving on.
for a lot. You're gonna see that little picture of the girl in the yellow hood throughout this slideshow because Wonder Egg Priority,
reason, though, Brie.
it's up for a lot of things.
Yeah, but
especially
for good
since it's something that
reason.
has like a brand new director, a lot of like new people, so they're not old heads in the anime industry. So it's really impressive for a breakout anime.
Yeah, but look
Anyway,
at the artwork.
next
It
up.
looks beautiful. Of course it's going to get all those categories. Yeah, of course. I believe it.
Yeah.
Are they going to win? Hell the fuck no. But next
Nope,
category.
especially because the next category is Best Protagonist and Who Wants It.
I'll take it. Best protagonist. Okay, you know what? You get it,
Go for
Derby.
it.
You get it. Because you already know I'm going to get opening sequence, ending sequence. Go ahead.
Alright, best protagonist. Best protagonist. For me, it's honestly just your
Wait,
favorite
announce
character.
it.
Like, let's
You gotta
stop.
announce all
You
of
got to
them.
announce all of them.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I thought I could do it however I wanted. I'll follow your rules. Alright, best protagonist. We got Eren
Wait,
Yeager
pause. You gotta
from
say it
Attack on
right.
Titan. Eren
There you go.
Yeager.
Next one.
Is that
Yes,
better?
probably.
You got to do the face too.
We got Yuji Itadori, Jujutsu Kaisen. We got our boy Joe from Megalobox 2. Otokawa from Odd Taxi. Boji from Ranking of Kings. And Oto, again making a list from Wonder Egg Priority. Stop.
Boo, boo, throw tomatoes.
I
throw
mean,
tomatoes. Boo, boo, boo.
For people who deserve it, honestly, I say Eren Yeager, no matter what Bree says. Yuji Itadori, Boji, of course. Honestly, everyone but I for me. But that's honestly because I didn't watch Wonder Egg Priority, so I can't really say. Who I want to win, for me, it's a cross between Joe, Odd Taxi, and Boji from Ranking of Kings. Those are the 3 I want to win. Any of those 3 win, I'm super happy. I'm excited.
Okay, Brie.
Who will probably get it, Aaron?
I already gave Best Boy to Boji, so I think he's good with that. I want Odokawa to win, and I think he deserves it. In my head, I cannot separate Sukuna from Itadori, so just that combination of, like, good boy, hot boy is very appealing. In all likelihood, it's gonna be fucking Jaeger. But yeah, Odokawa is my vote. I would not mind Boji or Sukuna Itadori.
Okay. Me personally, when I think of best protagonist, I think of a protagonist that can actually move the story without so much as the side character being so much of a big influence. So, for a while, we were watching Attack on Titan, not for Eren. A lot of people watch Attack on Titan.
I'm still not watching for him.
Girl, you don't count. You don't watch a lot of shit.
We watch for the Ackermans.
Yeah,
Everyone
we watch
knows
for
that.
everybody else but Eren. Now he's unpredictable. He's doing their thing. He's doing his thing. So I think he might. I think. But me personally, Odokawa, I feel like he makes for a great story all by himself. If he didn't have any side characters and he was the one pushing the story, like if the side characters wasn't so impressionable like they were, like the rapper, the doctor, the dude that was lying on his Christian Mingle app, him, and if
Yeah, I never felt no empathy for somebody so
real,
much.
for real. But he was funny.
Like, oh, are you getting robbed?
He
Okay.
was funny. But if the side characters didn't have so much of a, like, if they weren't so funny and loud and they were just mediocre side characters, I think he would have still been able to carry the story. So I would totally nominate Otokawa for best protagonist. Who I think is gonna get it? Eren Yeager or Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah.
Because of such the following. Migolo Box, I don't know how the fuck that shit got up here, but I guess they needed room.
Right.
So I don't know. Maybe somebody.
I couldn't
paid
even
somebody
finish the
in
first
there.
season.
But
Nah. That's on y'all. Megalobucks is good. Stop
Yeah,
it.
to
I
you.
tried.
he's good to you.
And history is over, guys. We're out of sync again.
I told you, this
All
is
right,
the time
antagonist time.
But can we point out? Hold on, real quick. Let's point this shit out. If you guys haven't noticed, Crunchyroll did something that I never thought they would do, which was hilarious. They decided to put Eren Yeager for best protagonist and best protagonist. If this right here doesn't tell you you need to pick up the manga and start reading and not be lazy and wait week to week, I don't know what to tell you. But who got this category? Go ahead. Who wants this one?
I'll keep going. So best antagonist, as Patty just said,
Fix
Eren
it.
Yeager.
Say it right.
Oh, I'm sorry. Eren Yeager.
There it is.
Jesus.
There it is.
We got Tomura Shigaraki from My Hero, Yano from Odd Taxi, Echidna from ReZero, Inosuke Shindo, Adam from Skate the Infinity. He should not win. I'm sorry, Brie. Teta Kisaki from Tokyo Revengers. I've heard terrible things about Teta, but honestly, Tokyo Revengers is one where I need like 3 more seasons before I like come back to it, so I can like have an answer for why people are murdering his girlfriend. Because right now I'm just annoyed. It just seems unnecessary, and they need to stop. Tomura, I've read the manga, so I think he's a great antagonist. And Eren, I do think Eren deserves this. Yano, I'm sorry. Yano is fun as an antagonist. I don't think he deserves best antagonist in any way, shape, or form. And Adam doesn't deserve it because
rapper.
of the skateboard to the face scene. Skateboard to the face scene ruined Adam's character for me. Because any bit of respect I had for his skills went out the window. Like, what? I could do that. I could win skateboarding fights too if I smack my opponent in the... Yo, massive spoiler, but at the same time, not really.
At this point, no.
He smacks his opponent with a skateboard in the middle of a race, and everyone acts like it's a cool move. No! He simply assaulted his opponent while they were racing normally. He's no longer impressive.
So,
Stop.
yeah, like we said, Black Ramen is now breaking up and splitting up.
Yes, we are.
Because y'all know, every day that I voted, I've chosen Inosuke Adam from Skate the Infinity as my antagonist. Because here's the thing. I didn't really watch ReZero. I know of it, but I have no idea who that white-haired chick is. I wasn't really watching...
She's gorgeous.
Tokyo Revengers. I saw a few episodes, but I didn't get far enough into it to even know who that guy is. So those two I just didn't watch. My Hero Academy, I admit I'm a little out of the loop. I haven't seen anything past the Overhaul arc. So actually, I haven't even heard much hype about it this year. I know it's still going, but it feels like it's on a decline maybe. At least not for the anime. For the manga, I hear that's really hot still. Yano has no chance. I'm sorry. He is barely an antagonist. He's a fun guy. He's cool.
Best rapper,
And,
yes. Best rapper, yes. But other than that,
Eren Yeager
Best
can
antagonist,
die in
no.
a ditch. I do not like him. I am not voting for him, especially because Attack on Titan is going to win so many other categories.
oh yeah, oh yeah.
But Adam's my shit, guys. I love those
Right.
pieces of crap characters, and I voted for Adam just purely for that last scene in Skate the Infinity, where the guy, he is pretty much abusing his entire life, beaten up. He really says, yo, it's okay. You're still my bitch. And the guy says, yes, thank God, thank you. If you know, you know. If
Look,
you don't know, you don't know.
every-
But I am trash,
every-
and I'm voting Skate the Infinity all the way for best antagonist.
Stay true to
Everything
yourself.
else about Adam is great as an antagonist. But that skateboard scene, I can't get.
I feel like it's fair. No one else picked up their skateboard and smacked someone in the face. So therefore, he's the only one who was doing it.
My issue is everyone acting like he's a great skater because that's a move that he does all the time.
That's a great move.
Like, what?
First of all, that's a great move. That's a Brooklyn move. You could get these wheels straight up in your face. That's gangster. That's gangster. Have you lifted up a skateboard? Can you imagine it just plummeting in your face? Yo, if this is not gangster energy from NYC, I guarantee you, if you go in his back pocket, there's a New York Metro card in the back of his pocket. I guarantee you, this is New York Essence all.
Well, he's rich. He doesn't drive.
In 2021, that was some of the best react scenes I've seen. When people are just watching and then they react to that episode, people scream, people chuck their computer. It brings me great joy watching him in a skateboarding show just pick up a skateboard and bash someone in the face.
That's it.
I'm sorry, that was just good TV.
That's
good. All. But Patty, who's your antagonist?
My best antagonist, damn. To be honest with you, this category was shitty. There's really not anybody on here that I feel like, damn, I hate you, but I love you too at the same time. I feel your pain. Except maybe Aaron. I don't know, but I feel like Aaron is overdoing it. I don't know. Like having him in this I don't know. I don't know. Everybody
it's basic. I feel like there were other better antagonists, like the Shadow House antagonists, the Shadows.
I think so.
I would have voted for them in a heartbeat.
I think so. They should have been.
I would have voted for the grandfather.
Yeah. Grandfather takes all. I'm like, damn. That grandfather gave me that energy. Remember that TikTok thing? You keep thinking. I'm tired. That's the best antagonist ever. I'm letting you know right now. But yeah, everybody else, I think Aaron's gonna take it. Everybody, there's no competition. Everybody else gonna take it. My Hero, I'm gonna tell you, what's the best antagonist in My Hero. You remember that dude that was whenever he licked somebody's blood, he get their power.
Stain.
That's the best.
I think
that's
Stain
the best
did
antagonist.
Win his year.
Did he?
Yeah, but
I think so.
But that was
he was definitely nominated.
Like
but this year's antagonists are just weak. That's why I can guilt-free vote Inosuke, because the other ones, they just weren't really hitting that antagonist button.
You was gonna vote regardless.
Like, I wasn't impressed.
You was gonna vote him.
But anyway.
Yeah, she definitely was gonna vote for Adam no matter what. I don't know what she's lying about.
Oh, can I get this one?
Like, did you miss the whole 10 minutes you spent on Yuri on Ice?
Next category.
The best fight scene?
So go ahead, Patty.
With all my New York accent and my aggressiveness, this is all me. Best fight scene of 2021. We got Aaron versus the Warhammer. Ooh, that shit was sexy. Remember when he did the jawbreaker shit? Okay. Next, Naruto versus what's this? Oh, they put a Boruto category on here?
They got some Boruto on here, and of course in Boruto, the best is still
Naruto fighting.
It's still Naruto. Okay, see, there it is. The Naruto fight, I'm gonna keep it moving. The Jujutsu Kaisen fight, which was pretty good, because everybody was doing, I wanna be keeping you on. That shit was hard. Shout out to Sean Paul.
But there's 2 Jujutsu Kaisens on here.
Yeah, they're on there twice, and it's the same guy.
Yep,
the same fight. Yeah. I love it. No,
it's 2 different fights.
Different fights.
No, it's the same. It's the same dude that's fighting.
Yeah,
Yuji?
one of them.
Yuji, that's how you say it? Yuji.
Yeah, Yuji.
Yeah, but now he's teaming up with the girl for this one.
Always in there.
That, as you should. What's this? Dragon. Oh yeah, Miss Kobayashi.
Yeah,
Miss Kobayashi. No, I'm not gonna hold you.
For
this
no
was
reason.
lit. This was lit. Did you see the TikTok with the dude was like, yo, this is a slice of life. We don't have to go in at all. This is easy breezy work. And then
we have
episode 8 it's episode 8 for Miss Kobayashi, this fight scene. I think it was episode 8. Yo, all I know is that when he posted that joint up on TikTok, I was like, I need to pick up Miss Kobayashi. That fight scene looked amazing. I was like, who this? You affordable mapper. One of these niggas did this. But it was great. And then Vivi. Yes, that was a good fight.
We know which one we all voted for. I think we all can agree that we all went in for Vivi on this.
No, we did not. I went for Aaron.
What?
I went for Aaron.
We did not. Nah, I'm all over the place on this fight.
I went for Aaron.
Fuck Aaron.
Because I'm in Kobayashi. I voted for her once. I voted for the Itadori and Aoi Todo fight. And I voted for the Warhammer Titan fight because, again, he punched somebody mid-transformation.
No.
You never do that.
Nah, I'm still on the jawbreaker.
Okay, so
fine. As much as I don't want Attack on Titan to win more categories, because I'm really scared of them sweeping everything. I admit that mid-transformation fight punch was dirty. And also when he got the jawbreaker Titan.
That
and
was
just
amazing.
nut cracked that.
Yo, The Jawbreaker Titan is not called a Jawbreaker Titan, but we all know him
he
as
is
that now.
to me. That's it. He's a Jawbreaker Titan.
No, I agree.
He's amazing. Like this is phenomenal. Like, and then he just gargled the shit. Like, come on, who does that? Aaron does that. Praise Aaron. Like, this is amazing. This is dope. Yo, Mappa employees did not lose sleep for y'all to not vote for this. I'm letting you know right now. Ladies and gentlemen, go on your phone, go on your computer, whatever it is. But this right here is the best fight scene.
We had some great fights
We
this
did
season.
have some great fight scenes this season, but we all know who's going to win.
I personally also think Jobless should be on here, but I guess it was too fast to be considered a fight.
But that's how it is, though. That's how it is, though. Whenever
Right,
a fight,
the
whenever a
Orsted
nigga
fight,
that strong and the fight is only 2.6 seconds, come on, son. Come on, son.
Right, a little bit of me wants it, but
You
I
like
get why
that
it
fight
didn't
for the
make it.
emotional appeal more than... Oh, you mean... I was thinking you meant versus Paul, but you meant versus that other guy.
No. I meant versus
Orsted.
Orsted.
Yeah.
Okay, we're
You
not
know,
worried
the fight
about that
that
right
made me
now.
call
We'll get to that
everybody I know.
later.
That's
Next
amazing.
up is Best Director.
Who's taking this one?
I'll take this one.
All
So,
right.
oops. There we go. So, for the Best Director, we have Yuichiro Hayashi. Sorry, I'm getting close to the camera because I'm reading this. He's the one that did Attack on Titan. Again. That one and Sung-Ho Park
He looked like
from
he needs some
Jujutsu
sleep.
Kaisen have a huge advantage just because of their fan base.
They all do.
But I will say that Attack on Titan probably does deserve it despite the big fan base. That's what makes me the most mad. A lot of these categories I want to say, like, not Attack on Titan, but dang, it does deserve it, though. I don't want it to win, but it fully deserves to win, and that makes me mad. Next, we have Yo Moriyama from Megalobox again. So this is Megalobox Nomad. I couldn't
Again,
finish the first
like,
season.
You can't
I swear.
judge it. You ain't watching.
I really can't,
I don't
apparently.
like Megalobox. Who's gonna let you know right now?
Next up, my vote, Baku
I
Kinoshita
do.
from Odd Taxi. Yes. Then there's Shingo Natsume, Sunny Boy, and Shin Wakabayashi from Wonder Egg Priority. Yeah,
Okay, so
Baku
what's your
Kinoshita
opinion?
all day. Odd Taxi director.
Okay.
Because that
Okay.
was, it's
But
so
who
good.
do you
Because all it
think
is
would
people
win?
sitting around talking pretty much the entire anime. Yet it's interesting and quippy and engaging.
Okay.
That's skill.
But who do you think is going to win?
Probably Yuichiro Hayashi for Attack on Titan.
Okay. Derbs?
For me, obviously biased, just like the rest of Black Ramen. I would like Baku Kinoshita to win for Odd Taxi. Who deserves it? I do think, as much as Brie and Patty disagree, Megalobox does deserve that nod, as well, obviously, as Attack on Titan. So those are the top three for me. Who will probably win? It's between Yuichiro Hayashi for Attack on Titan or Shingo Natsume for Sunny Boy, because I have heard a lot of people rave about that. So it could be that one.
Okay. Who I think should win should be Odd Taxi. As a matter of fact, hold on. Whoever looks like they got enough sleep should not win. Because
Which one of those it is? They all look tired
Mr.
to
Park
me.
right here for Jujutsu Kaisen, this nigga look well rested. He had the come on, he got the beanie on.
That's the glasses. It's fake.
Even though the glasses is fake, the nigga don't got no puff under his eyes. He looked like he looked like he's sipping on a green tea before he took this picture. He looked radiant. He looks good. Now, this dude right here from Wonder Egg Priority, he looked like he's like, well, you got what you got. You ain't see the way he tilted his head? Like, oh well, you got what you got.
Might I flag for our listeners that these are just random pictures pulled off of Google.
Nah, you know what you
Any
did.
point in time.
Nah, you know what you did. You did this on purpose. You see the tilt in his head, like, oh well.
Nah, this is the
You
latest
did-
photo,
you did what you
obviously.
know.
Yep,
what you
taken
doing.
just yesterday. Snuck into their house.
Yep.
But
That's right.
yeah.
Pose!
I think, me personally, I want Odd Taxi to win, but what I think is going to win is probably Aaron Yeager, the director for Attack on Titan, just because the
Whoa, whoa, whoa. If I have to say it right, you have to say it right.
That's only when you're announcing the category.
yeah, there it is. Thank you, B.
But I
really
said
do
every
think-
time we say his name.
Yeah. But I think what I want to win is Odd Taxi. Who deserves to win
And
is
it
Odd
deserves
Taxi.
it. Odd Taxi definitely deserves it, but I think the fan base is really going to push Attack on Titan forward.
Yeah, wait. Well, let me ask y'all something real quick. Did y'all notice when we went to Anime NYC and we went to the screening for the dub for Odd Taxi, right? Did you notice, like, probably only 5 of us knew of Odd Taxi? Everybody else that
It
pulled
was
up,
world.
Didn't know
Guys,
anything
we
about
were hyped for this. We were ready. We were there. They said, yeah, okay, raise your hands or shout if you've seen On Taxi. And then there were like 6 of us, woo! And we were like, what the hell?
Yo,
None of them had
Not
seen
one
it.
of you?
nobody. No, it's ridiculous.
Shame on
And
all
I
y'all.
felt like I was the only one singing the OP when it pulled up.
And the room was packed. The room was
Full.
packed with people. It's not like this was a
Full.
small screening. There were a ton of people in there. And hardly anybody saw it.
Yeah.
Which makes me mad because, like, do y'all not realize how fantastic this show is? What were you doing last season?
It's amazing. Just to let you guys know, I Taxi.
Hold on. A little bit of me wants to hope that the people who showed up were people who have never seen Odd Taxi and they weren't just looking to see the screening. Anyone who's already seen it was busy buying merch. I want
Anyone who's
that.
already seen it is glad to watch it a second time.
I was.
I'm sure
I
they
was.
are, but they're also buying merch and they can watch it a second time.
Nah, that's
at
just
home.
you. That's just you, Derby. That's just you. Because you was focused on merch the whole entire time. I'm not letting this sit down.
I won't deny this.
focused
You
on
were.
merch the whole
You
entire
were. You
time.
didn't want to do your dang job.
But
But
I
anyway,
really-
you know what?
Go ahead, Derby.
Derby, you're up. Best animation. Go.
Best animation, we got who we got. We got Demon Slayer. Obviously, you Ufotable not paying taxes. They do and they do. We got Jujutsu Kaisen, Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, Mushoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation, Vivi, and Wonder Egg Priority. Now, for me, hands down, best animation, Vivi. I'm sorry, Vivi was one of the most beautiful things my eyes have ever seen since, like, Violet Evergarden. Alright, so, yeah, Demon Slayer has some great moments, but that's moments. Episode to episode, Vivi did not disappoint. So, as much as I love Demon Slayer, I enjoy Ms. Kobayashi, I love Jobless, they ain't do it like Vivi did every episode.
I disagree.
So, Vivi.
Like, you know I'm voting for Vivi too, but Jobless Reincarnation, that first episode, in the rain, police sirens or ambulance sirens running, you see a close-up of his eye. Gorgeous. That
Yeah.
first time he uses magic. Gorgeous. Just the way everything is done is consistently top-notch in Jobless Reincarnation. It has been beautiful. And I
But-
really thought it was a rival for Vivi. I've been going back and forth between the two. Who's gonna win? Demon Slayer.
Most definitely.
Oh, don't make me sad, yeah.
Here's the crazy thing about
Vivi deserves this
Mushu.
stuff.
This is the thing I want to say about Jobless Reincarnation. What I think is very beautiful about this, Jobless. Even though we didn't get a lot of this particular thing, in the beginning of the first episode, you saw 2 different art styles. You saw the realism of when he was back in his real world, and then you saw the beauty of his isekai realm. So I was just like, damn, why they went so hard for the first episode? Like, why they go so hard? Yo, Jobless Reincarnation is an amazing piece of work. Not just story, but the fight. They had some fight scenes. The fight scenes was amazing. The transformations as far as like magic goals and everything. It was just magic. The panties, they look pretty. It was just really good. It was just really good. But I'm not going to deny the fact that Demon Slayer has amazing art. The animation was just top notch. This is another, I mean, here's the thing, and I said this before, Ufotable is carrying Demon Slayer. So Demon Slayer is gonna win hands down. As good as Miss Kobayashi was, as good as Wonder Egg Priority was, as good as Vivi was. Vivi was very good, breathtaking. It was amazing. I never seen blood splatter look so beautiful in the first episode of Vivi in my life. That shit was hard. But Demon Slayer will go down in history as being one of the greatest animated series because Ufotable definitely said, no, I'm going to jail for this. It's just good. So I would want Jobless Reincarnation to win. But what's going to win is going to be Demon Slayer. What deserves to win? Jobless Reincarnation. I'm not being biased. It's facts.
Vivi.
Fight me.
Nah, Vivi is the fact. Yeah, I'll fight you right now.
You can't come, Vivi.
Vivi.
All right, and this next category,
I know where you live.
I'm a bit on the fence about this one. So it's best character design, and you have. So this is the name of the people who are doing the character design: Tadashi Hiramatsu for Jujutsu Kaisen, Michinori Chiba for Skate the Infinity, Baku Kinoshita and Hiromi Nakayama from Odd Taxi. I think it's Loundra or Youndra. I'm not sure what that is. And Yuichi Takahashi from Vivi. Atsuko Nozaki from King's Ranking? Or Ranking of Kings. Guys, I really don't like the English title. It makes me so mad. It should be King's Ranking. It's literally called Osama Ranking in Japanese. Fine, whatever. Ranking of Kings. Or Saki Takahashi from Wonder Egg Priority. I didn't see any designs I absolutely adored this year. Like, I'd obviously want Odd Taxi to win, but they're just animals, so that's not that impressive. Probably Vivi for how it designs, like, a futuristic aesthetic. I like that.
Odd Taxi deserves to win because you won't get it unless you watched it. You won't get how great the character design hits until you watch it till the end.
It's alright.
Yeah.
Let's leave it at that.
No, bitch. It's fire.
Let's not say too much for people who still have to watch it.
Just watch it. Best character design I feel should be actually I really do think Odd Taxi should win this, but I think what's going to the title that's going to win for best character design is going to be Jujutsu Kaisen.
Really?
Yeah, because nobody really care about the character design. They just want to know what's pretty. And Jujutsu Kaisen is one of the top titles right here on this list. Everybody's going to pick it. Nobody's really
I think it's because I hate the uniforms they wear. Their uniforms are so ugly.
They're just black.
Right? And the cut is weird. I don't know. I don't love character design.
I mean, the female...
I kind of like the hoodie he rocks.
I like the girl uniform. The skirt look popping. I'm sorry.
Really?
I seen a girl cosplay it when we went to the Japanese festival in the city. I think me and Derby went with Kevin. Shout out to VOV. And then we saw this girl who actually had the staff and shit. And she looked cute. I was like, I want that skirt. That skirt look nice. You look cute. So I thought it was cute. It's a nice cosplay.
For character design, I feel like I think Jujutsu takes it as well. But I also think that Skate has a good chance because they also had some fun with like their different characters. Like everybody was very different in how they were built.
Are they memorable though?
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
I memorized Joe and Cherry.
I'm actually surprised.
As much as I don't care for Adam's character, I memorized Adam. Like, yeah. Like, they had some fun.
Okay.
All right. Next up, we got best score. Patty, you can have this.
Thank you. So best score, we got 86. We got Demon Slayer. We got Megalo Trash Box. We got Odd Taxi. We got Vivi. And we got Wonder Egg Priority.
Yo, you're losing fans by the
nobody's
second because of how wrong you are.
So I think the best score, and I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be Vivi. They had every...
Mm-hmm.
Don't say sorry. It's a music anime.
It is a music anime. Download the soundtrack on Spotify. If you haven't downloaded the soundtrack on Spotify, ladies and gentlemen, Black Ramen has an anime playlist. So go into Spotify. We have Black Ramen Anime Tunes. Yeah, Black Ramen Anime Tunes. And you could check out all the titles. All the soundtrack is definitely on our playlist. It's fire. Every song is a twinkle to your step. If you're walking outside listening, it's really, really good. And I think they went in on every soundtrack because every one of them was so beautiful, and you could just play it and it on repeat if you wanted to because it's magical. It was pretty. It was pretty. Demon Slayer. No, I don't even remember the OP. It's not memorable. It's not like it didn't hit like Lisa. It didn't hit like that song from episode 19. That one was on repeat for like 2 weeks when it came out. Other than that, nah. 86, 80 don't. I don't even remember the OP, and I'm a big OP person. This was not it. Odd Taxi. Hold on. First of all, Poon P, sorry. I forgot you guys was on here. That OP is fire, but the only thing I can remember is the OP. So I don't remember anything else from the soundtrack. It's just the OP. But
yeah, it's every song in the soundtrack. In the whole show.
But also, I want to shout out to the dude with the dreads. If every time he talked was a soundtrack, yes, I would give it to him. I would give it to him because the beat was dropping and everything. He was just giving you Dr. Seuss all day long. He was just rhyming. Megalobox, couldn't care less about. Wonder Egg Priority, not memorable to me. Yeah. But Vivi was great.
In a few years, in a few months, Patty will be bored and will watch Megalobox 1 and 2. Just like Isekai, where she used to trash Isekai left and right.
I watched most of Megalobox 1. She will watch it,
and she will apologize.
I could not get through it.
But
anyway.
I didn't say agree. I said
Patty goes to Odd Taxi. Derby, do you have a different opinion? Or Odd Taxi or Vivi?
For best
Vivi,
score?
Probably. Yeah,
Vivi hands
Okay,
down.
yeah, glad we all agree. So then, next up, best VA performance, because, yeah, we keep getting bogged down in some of these. Best VA performance in Japanese, though. So far, we're in Japanese. Probably Odokawa,
that's Gabby?
which was done by Natsuki Hanae.
That's
It's
Gabby?
Gabby.
Next
Sorry, let me
category.
announce them all. There's Ayane Sakura, who does Gabby. Yuki Kaji, who does Eren Yeager. Kiyoshi Kobayashi, who does that guy from Lupin the Third, whose name I don't know.
He said that. Guy.
Natsuki
Daisuke or
Hanae,
something.
who did Orokawa, my vote.
Shout out.
Aoi Yuki, who does I'm a Spider, so what? And then Kanata Aikawa, who does I Oto from Wonder Egg Priority.
Oh my god.
But y'all think Gabby? That bitch?
I don't like Gabby. I don't like Gabby. The fact that she's even on this category, I don't know why.
Yeah.
Right?
No.
She had us
So,
last
I'm
year
sorry, I
looking
can't
at
give
our
you
friends
shit for
named Gabby
Gabby.
and wanted to slap him across the face.
Who's that guy?
I mean, I still believe I owe Gabby a smack, and she understands why.
Who's that guy that was on the voice actor that did Way of the House Husband? He should have been on here. He definitely should have been on here. Remember, he's also on Jobless Reincarnation. He was that gangster dude. What's his name? Orsted. Yes, he's on everything. And matter of fact, he was on To Your Eternity. He's the hooded
Was he
dude.
God?
Yeah, that's the hooded dude that guides the rock. That guides everything.
But he's not on this
Yes.
one.
He's not.
So
on
who's
none
your
of
vote
this.
among these present? Your Gabby?
No, nobody. No, if I had to
No.
choose, it would have to be
What?
the dude that did Our Taxi. That's it. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Odokawa
Odokawa as
was
well
great.
for me.
And I
Alright,
wouldn't coming from looking at the picture. I didn't even suspect it was him because he don't look like the voice. He don't. He look like he's. I don't know. That voice has so many elements to it. That range and everything where he's just calm and settled and cool. This dude don't look like that. This dude does not look like that. But I like the cardigan though. Shout out to the cardigan.
The voice actors rarely do look right.
Yeah.
Well, that's not important. Next up is the English voice actors, though. So we have Brittany Cox, who does Fina Pirate Princess. Laura Bailey, who does That Chick Toru. Adam MacArthur, who does Yuji. David Wald, who does Inosuke Adam from Skate the Infinity. My vote. Nat Shipman, who does Reki from Skate the Infinity. Then Anaris Kinois, who does that blonde chick from Wonder Egg Priority, whose name I don't know. But that's not important. The important one, and that we all know, is hi, bitches, bros, and non-binary hoes. David Wald all the way. That was such a moment in dub anime. Especially who those of us who watch in Japanese like, whoa, that is not how it... He just pulled that out of his ass, tossed it in there, and they kept it. That is like a Ghost Stories moment of the voice actor doing whatever they want.
I'm letting you know right now, I think Brie works for Crunchyroll on the low because I didn't suspect Skate the Infinity would be in all these fucking categories for no fucking reason. This is bias. This is literally bias. Oh my god.
Nah. That non-binary whole line is kind of legendary.
It is.
It's real good.
But you know me, I'm super pro black. So whoever's black on here, I'm picking. So Anaris, thank you very much for your.
I gotta be
contributions
honest.
to the
Yeah,
voice
I
actor.
split my votes with Anaris.
Nah,
I do.
Yeah, that's it. Who got best?
Moving on.
Oh, that's
Patty,
me?
you're
I
up.
believe these are
you
yours.
very
Yep,
much.
this one and the next
You've
one.
made it very clear.
Best opening. Right now, I'm playing the violin in the background music because that's exactly what I'm going to be playing when I'm talking about my best openings. This is my shit. Chatty Patty's on her element. Best opening. We got Attack on Titan. We got that shit hard. We got Attack on Titan. We got Beastars. We have Jujutsu Kaisen. Ooh, the second OP to Jujutsu Kaisen. That shit is hard. That shit hard. Miss Kobayashi. It's it's a little banger. Taxi. Ladies and gentlemen. And that rap, oh my god, is amazing. Crybaby, amazing. I love Tokyo Avengers OP. It's phenomenal. So, everybody want to know who's gonna win? Everybody, because every single OP on this list slaps.
We all won last night.
Nah, it's a good list.
A great
it's
list.
a good list.
I want to say Taxi because the way it's just dope. I want to say the second OP to Jujutsu Kaisen because it hits so fucking hard. The guitar, everything hits hard. Beastars, yes. Attack. Oh my god. Crybaby. Oh, I can't. So I came in and voted for every single title every day. So that's it. That's it. Well, whoever wins gets it. Whoever wins, but the least OP that I wasn't really banging with like that, Miss Kobayashi. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. So the other 5, if any of them win, I'll be cool with. I'll be cool. But what they should have nominated was Attack on Titan with the with Pop Smoke on there. That rap version, that shit was fire. Shout out to the DJ who did it. I have his name on the bottom. This shit was fire. But yeah.
But an opening is more than just a song. I think it's Mother's Basement on YouTube has an amazing analysis of Odd Taxi's opening, and you really get the entire series in just the opening, and it's done so wonderfully that you only get it after you see the episodes. Like, oh, I get that now. Oh, that connects. Just Odd Taxi all the way.
First of all, Mother's Basement is a robot. Because first of all, how you pick out stuff that happened in the opening sequence that's like really subtle and be like, this is why I see episode 5 with the cat was like, ain't nobody paying attention to that. I was like, damn, how you go through all that detail?
When it's your day
that's
job.
Crazy. You would have thought he wrote the manga.
Yo.
I'm like, goddamn.
Patty, that's his job. That's what he does for a living.
That's why I say he's not real.
We out here going to our day job like idiots.
He's the wave. He's definitely the wave.
Alright, he's the move. For me personally, it's gonna be Odd Taxi. I do enjoy the Miss Kobayashi one. I do bump that in my car all the time. But Odd Taxi, hands down.
Bree?
Oh, I already said Odd Taxi.
All right, cool. Next.
So I think we're deciding on that. So, Patty, endings.
Best ending.
Oh,
okay.
I've got my favorite for this one, too.
I love the Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
That shit hard. Yo, Attack on Titan ending is hard. Beastars, it's that right. It's that right. Demon Slayer, it's that right. Shadow House, that one was good.
Yeah.
That shit is hard.
Again, bias showing.
So good.
Bias showing.
Well, I'm not to be biased again. Hey, let's get your feelings. I tell you, those palm trees inspired rage. Some of the shit that's going on, then they just pop up. Hey, let's get your feelings. All pink and waving. Oh, that had us pissed. So yeah, I had to give a few to Escape the Infinity, but mostly Shadow House.
No, what we have to do right now, first of all, I need to see Bree's taxes. I really do feel like she low-key works for Crunchyroll. And she told them that Escape the Infinity should be in every single category.
Back on.
I didn't even remember Escape the Infinity's ending, but you purposely, you didn't look at the art that you picked for the display for the best ending.
The
you
palm
literally
trees.
picked the palm trees. Nobody knows who that is or what that is.
If you know, you know. You feel it bubbling inside you. Because they don't even have a gentle cut. They just cut, hey. In the middle of raining and crying, someone gets bashed in the face with a skateboard. Hey, let's get the
This is bias.
Trying to catch a
This
feeling.
is
Yeah.
I take psychological damage from the sight of them.
Emotional damage.
Emotional.
But yeah, I think it's either gonna be Shadow House or Attack on Titan. But I think Attack on Titan is
I
gonna
think
win.
it'll be. Yeah, I think Attack on Titan
I don't
probably
even
has
know
it hands
Attack on
down.
Titan's ending.
I hope Shadow House
It's
wins
good.
though, because I do think it's the best one here. So yeah, Shadow House for me as well. We're back in sync.
All right. Who got best action?
Derby can take it.
All right, best action. Where am I? All right, best action. We got Demon Slayer, the Mugen Train. I don't know if that's the season or the movie, but either way, it's probably the same. I only saw the movie. We got Attack on Titan. We got Jujutsu Kaisen. We got SSSS Dynazomon. I definitely did not watch that because I can't say that. Vivi, Fluorite Eyes Song, and Sunny Boy. Immediately, I'm going to take out Sunny Boy and SSS because I didn't see it. Vivi and Attack on Titan. I love Vivi, but Attack on Titan. When we're talking action, again, Jawbreaker Titan. Still not his name, but it is in all of our books because we know which scene we're talking about. That alone brings it up to best action. Then there's the whole war with all the scouts attacking the town. Like,
It's good, but I feel like this category is a real hot one because Demon Slayer, Attack on Titan, Jujutsu Kaisen all have those massive fan bases, and they're all strong action. That is their niche. That is their shit. They are battle shonen all the way. So you have 3 heavy-hitting battle shonen who all have done remarkably well and have massive fan bases coming head to head, I honestly have no idea who will win. I think maybe Jujutsu Kaisen might hedge them out.
No. Nah.
I feel Attack on Titan
Attack
takes
on Titan
it,
will
definitely.
take it.
Really?
But I can see the other two being very strong
Attack on Titan will
contenders.
definitely take it.
Like, I'll be fine if any of those three win. I'll be super happy if Vivi wins.
You can't tell me.
Oh, I'd be thrilled
They
if Vivi
shouldn't.
wins. I want Vivi to win, but
They
I don't
shouldn't
think
for
they
this.
will.
I think...
But I'll be happy.
I think Attack on Titan definitely going to win. Like, all of us forgot the conversation that Eren had with...
Yeah, but that's
That
not
is
action.
actually when you unlearn your bandage and you talking shit. Like that's
Right?
the sweat,
so
the
calm
suspense.
and smooth.
Yo, it's beautiful. And then
That
when you
was an incredible
Hold up,
episode.
remember when he tossed up the dude that was talking on the stage? He tossed him up like he was a popcorn chicken. That one, come on, stop it. How the hell you start war and somebody like guerrilla warfare 0.1 on 1? This dude came into Marley was like, oh, you thought I was by myself? Bong. Here we go. Here we go. He waged war on everybody. He had everybody in attendance and was like, oh, you thought you was going to see a play? Haha. Shakespeare has nothing on this. All of y'all dead. I was like, yo. it was just amazing to me. Amazing. Attack on Titan. Shout out to Matt, but y'all really don't get enough flowers for real. Y'all really don't. Y'all definitely did a lot with this anime. This was amazing. Best action for me will be Attack on Titan. If they don't win, if it's not Attack on Titan, hands down it would be Demon Slayer.
Okay.
All right, let me do the next category because I love so many of these. Next one up is Best Comedy. We have Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro, which is the only one I didn't really see or care for much. There was Heaven's Design Team, hilarious. Komi Can't Communicate, incredible. Life Lessons with Uromichi Onisan, way too relatable. It hurt. That was everywhere on TikTok.
Oh,
Dubbed
those
and
Wednesday
subbed.
mornings.
Oh, fantastic. Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, we all know it. And Odd Taxi, I feel like Odd Taxi was weird. I don't feel like it really belongs in this comedy category. It had some funny moments, but it wasn't a comedy, I'd say. So my vote is for Uramichi, I think. Only because Komi, I would put that in Best Romance. And Heaven's Design Team was fun, but a little bit too disconnected to all the way carry through. But Uramichi, yeah, I had a good time with that.
Yeah, so for me, a lot of these are a little too slice of lifey. Well, two of these are definitely too slice of lifey. So Komi and Kobayashi, too slice of lifey for me to just say this is a pure comedy. Odd Taxi don't belong on here. I'm sorry. I love Odd Taxi, but no, it's not the best comedy.
Yeah, it's not a
no
comedy.
business being here. Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro. Honestly, it just made me uncomfortable and angry. I didn't laugh at a single scene. I was just annoyed with our main character. Like, dude, you don't want them saying this. Walk away. Please leave. Oh, they're being loud in the library. Go home and study. What is this? Anyway, besides the point. Heaven's Design Team, loved every second of. But Ramichi, like Bree said, the relatability. Like, yo, that scene where he's waking up to his alarm. That scene where he wakes up and he's like, oh shit, it's Sunday. I can go back to bed. I'm like, yeah. Yeah. Uramichi, hands down, best comedy.
First of all, I'm a little disappointed that they didn't have what's that one with the little girl with the senpai?
My senpai is annoying?
That should have been on here. That is hilarious. The
so
OP
cute.
is hilarious. That shit is
opening
hard.
fun.
That should have been
Actually,
best
yeah,
comedy.
I would put that on here.
That shit hard. I think it should have been best comedy, but of course, Crunchyroll has
I mean, I still would have voted Uramichi.
I would have voted for that
because
because this is
should
just
be on
hilarious. I think it's funny. Oramichi, definitely. I felt like every episode was just relatable. It was funny as hell. Those kids did not know what they signed up for. Every question that they asked,
why ain't you married?
He said, because the world that we live in is not designed for people like me. It's designed for this and that and the third. I thought he was really gonna curse out his parents. When he said, "Well, my mom and my dad were married at your age. Why are you not?" He literally just came out with some excuse that was still innocent, but yet still cringy at the same time. And I was like, "Yo, this is
No, you say that, but those kids weren't pulling their punches either. What do kids have that
Not at
they'll
all.
tote?
Nah.
Hope
These are
for
asshole
life.
kids. These
Free
are asshole
time.
kids. Every single kid was an asshole.
It's cruel.
Kid.
Ah.
Every set, and then it's not the same kids. Every set of kids that came on, they purposely made sure they were just assholes from the interview. They did this on purpose. But yeah, I love this. I think this will be best comedy. But what I think will take it? No, you know what? I think
Kobayashi?
I think Miss.
I feel like Kobayashi has a chance.
I don't think a lot of people was talking
Kobayashi has a
about.
chance,
Not a lot
but-
of people was talking about Miss Kobayashi season 2. Not on my timeline. So I feel like Orimichi Onisan. How many categories were there in?
This is the first
This
one.
one.
Then I
That's
think
it.
they're gonna take this one because of the fact that a lot of people. This was all over my timeline. People were picking up the manga because of the fact that they loved it so much. So I think they'll go with this. This will win best comedy, Orimichi-san.
Okay, I believe it. Next up is drama. Who wants it?
Is drama or best romance? I'm going ahead. I'm sorry. Best drama.
Yeah, drama. I'll do this one.
I'll
So
take it.
there's 86. I
Okay.
didn't watch it. Fucking Fruits Basket. You know my opinions. Kageki Shoujo.
Basket.
Yes. Odd Taxi. Yes. To Your Eternity. Yes.
Yes.
One Ride Priority is also there.
Yes.
So this is rough. I want to say Kageki Shoujo because it is straight up about drama, and To Your Eternity will appear later. So Odd Taxi is already eligible for Best of the Year, and I think that fits better than drama. To Your Eternity is up for Best Fantasy, so I'd give it that. So for this, it's an easy Kageki Shoujo for me.
For me, it's gonna be To Your Eternity, simply because I go for best drama. I go for whichever one made me cry. Kageki Shoujo didn't make me cry. I was sad sometimes, like, oh, yo, that's a rough life you live. But To Your Eternity, episode 1 alone of To Your Eternity deserves best drama. I was like, God damn, he just gonna go out like that. Ah. So yeah, best drama for me, To Your Eternity, hands down. I love Kageki Shoujo. I love Odd Taxi, but nah,
I feel like Odd Taxi isn't really a drama.
I could see it being on a soap opera.
What about you, Patty?
I'm definitely gonna nominate Fruits Basket for best. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You see her face?
You really, one more second, I was about to close
See
my
her
computer.
face? I was
You know the
saying-
speed with which Brie almost quit the
She
podcast.
always- She said, "Where's my contract? Fuck this shit." Nah,
Disrespect.
I'm sorry. I think best drama should be To Your Eternity. The fact that it left such a big impact on just 22 seconds. 22 minutes of the first episode. We were not expecting
I just wouldn't put it in the drama category.
Where would you put it?
It was like very emotional, but fantasy. It's in best fantasy.
Nah, I think
It has
It could be
emotional
both.
It could be
moments, but
both.
it doesn't really feel like a drama.
you don't think it's a drama. The amount of depth.
'Cause when
the
I think
amount
of drama, I
emotion
think
that
more
oozed into every
Character
episode?
interaction driven, but that's more like world building driven.
Drama?
Kind of like Attack on Titan has drama, but it's not about the drama.
Nah,
I don't know. I just felt like that and Odd Taxi didn't really fit in this category. They're fantastic and easily would rival it, but for best drama, I feel like Kageki Shoujo is the most drama. It fits the category best and does a great job in it.
I think Kageki Shogo was just like.
Feel like you're getting hung up on the drama
Yeah, I
club.
think that's
am.
what it is. Nah,
Yes,
then
yes,
that's-
I
nah,
am.
Then that should be
It fits
considered
the
for best
category.
drama.
It understood the assignment.
No, it did not. Not in this. Listen, the best drama is what happens more dramatically for the audience to be captivated by the situation, and I think that is To Your Eternity. To Your Eternity did it. Like, we didn't have to hear a backstory about every single individual to be like, oh, that makes sense. We saw a rock. We saw a dog. We saw a human.
But it's easier because
And we
the
saw a
stakes
dog
are
again.
higher into your eternity. Like, people are dying in that. No one dies in Kageki Shoujo, so you
don't
can't
have
get
to.
that
No,
same
you don't
level
have
of
to die.
depth.
You don't have to die to have drama. You just have to be heartfelt.
But that's why I feel like To Your Eternity, if you're bringing it as a drama, has more of a heavy weight because it has those like heavier stakes. People are dying, people are getting hurt, killed, chopped, eaten. And Kageki Shoujo, none of that happens, so of course you won't have the same dramatic level of horror and sadness. But it still pulls out a lot of different feelings from just daily life things.
Yeah, it does. It does.
well,
And then top it off.
I guess it needs to kill some of their characters to get on To Your Eternity's level.
I mean,
I'm
it's a
done with it.
very
Someone
big
goes to the next
drama.
category. I don't want to talk with y'all anymore.
Oh my god. That's why Fruits Basket is gonna take this. Anyway,
Really?
what we got? Best romance. Can I do this one?
Go ahead.
All right. So
It's your show.
best romance. We have Beastars. We have Fruits Basket, and we have Don't Toy with Me, Miss Nagatora. We have Horimiya, Komi Can't Communicate, and the Duke of Death and His Maid. To be honest with you, I feel that the best romance we're gonna get that I want to see is the Duke of Death and His Maid. I feel like they deserve to win, but what I feel is going to win is Horimiya. Horimiya is gonna win.
You know I'm rooting for Horimiya because you know what? It was close between Horimiya and Komi Can't Communicate with Me. I love Komi. It's so sweet and adorable, but
Is it
Horimiya
romance?
tips it for me.
Is this romance?
Komi Can't Communicate?
Yeah.
I think it will be. In
Yeah,
like
yeah, it's a
2
romance.
seasons.
Yeah,
but that's
the
why I
thing,
can't vote for
though.
it. Because they don't manage to get together or confess. They just have, like, some sly blushing at this point. Where it is in the season, by the end of this season, they're not together. They haven't even, like, really thought to themselves, I like this person much. So the romance
what I'm
hasn't
saying.
fully
Then it's
developed.
too
But
early.
Horimiya, they are together. They are a couple, and you see them being a couple for an extended time. 'Cause I feel like that doesn't happen too much in romances. It's normally about the process of getting together, and then it ends with them together. But Horimiya, they get together. They are together, boyfriend, girlfriend. They are actively dating for most of the series.
But don't you think it's
And
premature?
it was really cute and sweet. And I loved how all the other like side romances developed.
Yeah, but don't you think it's
And no, I don't think it was premature.
for
we
Komi
talked
Can't
about
Communicate to be in romance? No, I'm talking about for
Oh,
Komi Can't
no, because it
Communicate.
is a romance. It is still a romance.
Right.
Just because they haven't gotten there yet doesn't make it less of a romance.
Yeah,
So I
but
think
that
it's still
then
very
you shouldn't
strong,
be putting
very
it in best
sweet and cute.
romance yet if it hasn't gotten there yet.
I think it should. It is
Why?
a romance. They just haven't gotten
It's
together.
fine.
Yet.
It's fine for it to be in the best romance category. I just don't think it should win.
Like
Simply because they're
similarly,
not
I
together.
don't think it
that's
should
like
be.
saying Kaguya-sama Love is War shouldn't be considered a romance because they don't get together yet. They're
No.
still flirting.
I think
That's different.
I think at least hold on. I think Brie, like you mentioned, like they both haven't thought in Komi that they like each other yet, and I think that's the core. One person must admit, like, yo, I like this other person, at least internally.
I feel
before
like the
can
main
consider
guy,
fully a
it
romance.
is evidence he likes her, but he's like, oh,
He hasn't-
he's not considering dating her because she's so far out of his league. He stops his thoughts there. I don't know. I feel like it's a romance. I feel like it's a good
Still
one. It
doesn't
deserves
change
to
the
be in
fact
this
that-
category because it is about
Yeah.
the relationship and its
Nah,
development.
that's because you like
oh
torture.
my god, it's so
That's
cute,
why.
guys.
You like torture. That's what it is. I don't.
It's called Slow Burn.
I
None
Alright.
of them has.
But like I said, I'm voting Horimiya.
All right, I think
Because Duke of
Horimiya-
Death and his maid, they're also not quite together yet. She just teases him.
Yes.
So that's the same as
No.
Nagatoro. And Best
No.
Romance, I think for, well, honestly, no Fruits Basket. And Beastars, calling that a romance is a stretch.
No, it should.
Yeah.
Wait. Hold up. I do think there's something going on with Lego She and Louis,
No.
though. I'm just gonna say that. real
Yeah, that's
quick.
why I put that picture there. You notice on the slideshow, what did I have? Is Haru there? No.
No.
In Fruits Basket, or in Beastars, she also wasn't there.
Let me applaud Bree for making a beautiful decision for having this screen, for having this picture for Beastars, because this is the true couple. This is the princes of romance right here.
In that
They should
season
get
2,
it.
that's what I was feeling the entire time. I was like, yeah, Haru's not even appearing. It's those two
No.
dramatically running to each other's arms.
Bree understood the assignment.
Regularly.
I appreciate you, Bree. This
But-
is definitely what
okay,
makes sense.
but it's not going to win.
No, it's not.
Like,
it's not.
it cannot win unless Beastar Season 2, the romance was intended to be between these two. Because Haru practically doesn't appear after like the second or third episode.
No.
So what's it nominated for?
I know for me, like 3 of these were like toxic, so I didn't want any of those. So Don't Toy With Me, Fruits Basket, and Beastars. They just felt like very bad relationships if they do happen. And I'm like, no. None of this is okay. Komi, like we said earlier, it just doesn't feel like it's risen to the rank of romance yet. It's still at like that slice of life stage. And I feel like by like the end of season 2, we'll be like, oh, nah, this is a romance. They love each other, and they just need to now just say it out loud to each other. I'm biased. If you've paid attention to any of our stuff last year, you know that I'm leaning towards Duke of Death and His Maid. I fucking love that show. I wish JC staff would just up their budget and do the art properly, because it's It's getting hurt. It's getting hurt by the bad art. Like, it's the opposite of what Ufotable is doing for Demon Slayer. Please fix it, because it needs help. Because it's not going to be able to compete with the likes of Horimiya, because it looks bad. Horimiya is great, but I'm leaning towards Duke of Death is made, and that's who I want to win. But Horimiya will probably win. Or Fruits Basket, unfortunately, Brie.
This one
No,
like
I refuse. I will be so mad if it gets anything. But y'all already know that. We can not worry about it. The next up was Best Fantasy, and in this category we have Jobless Reincarnation, King's Ranking. I wish, but it's Ranking of Kings.
Stole that from me.
Yes, I did. That time I got reincarnated as a slime.
The
second season. The Case Study of Vanitas. I didn't see it. To Your Eternity, my personal choice, and Wonder Egg Priority. Jobless Reincarnation, Ranking of and Slime and To Your Eternity. Okay, so I'm stuck between Jobless, Ranking of Kings, Slime, To Your Eternity. I want to say To Your Eternity because it had such a huge impact. It was beautiful. It had those like emotional scenes. It was just fantastic. It really was. That's who I'd go for. I think it outshines the rest.
For me, I barely consider To Your Eternity a fantasy.
What?
Like, I understand it's fantasy, like, internally, but it's like, it's more drama for me than...
What?
Yeah, easily.
It's about a shape-shifting immortal.
Yeah, but it's too many emotions.
Easily more drama to me
than...
than...
emotions to be...
More drama than fantasy.
It really is.
It just makes sense.
It's too much
like,
shit in
the fantasy... Like, Brie, the fantasy elements are kind of a subplot to me.
I agree.
Than the actual story.
I think of fantasy where the world building and alternate world building has a huge impact on the story. And it's all about the world building, the idea of the knockers versus the shape-shifting orb versus the god and the different fantasy tribes.
You're watching the wrong show.
It is such a fantasy, I can't imagine what you guys are looking at.
You're watching the wrong show. If what you worry about is the world development and not the characters specifically and what they go through and how they are as people, then you're watching it for the wrong reasons. You're not seeing the same show.
But if it's fantasy, then the setting matters. Has a huge... It's the setting. Fantasy is decided by the setting, while drama is decided by the character interaction.
Right. I think one of the dilemmas I have with considering not so much not considering it a fantasy, but considering more drama than fantasy, is that he's the only one with any fantastical powers. So it's like one wizard. Like, imagine Harry Potter.
Not everything. I think y'all are biased because you have a specific idea of fantasy. You want a King's Ranking and Jobless Reincarnation. This medieval.
No, you got a specific idea of what fantasy should be. This is facts. This is drama felt.
No.
That's not what fantasy is, because there's high fantasy, mid fantasy, low fantasy.
Brie, think of what we're saying. We're not saying it's not fantasy. We're saying it's more drama than fantasy.
It's not.
It's still fantasy.
Oh.
It's just if we're considering the genre, if I was choosing like the order, I'll be like, oh yeah, this is a drama, comma, fantasy. Not, oh, this is a fantasy, comma, drama.
Yeah.
There's a difference. Yeah.
I would say the exact opposite. It's fantasy first because you cannot separate the story from its setting. You cannot have this in a modern day regular time because the setting matters so much to what happens in the plot and to the characters.
But I can relate to the people's
I can easily...
They're being the way they are. It has nothing to do with the outside world. Them being, I don't know, just going through the hardships and dealing with each other, sacrifices.
Why are they going through hardships? Because they have that setting where they're in a land where they give sacrifices.
But I could care less about
he is someone who never ages and has to see other people age.
But see, that's the thing, though. So, I'm not worried about where they're at. I'm worried about this individual right here who decided to go here and risk their life into saving this little girl. I'm not thinking about where they're at. The fantasy realm of it is jobless reincarnation that has that element, that I could think about the magic, that I could think about the surroundings, that I could think about the villages, the neighborhoods. That emphasis on the fact that magic exists. This right here, I don't get that much from it. I get the drama.
It doesn't have to have magic to be a fantasy?
No, it doesn't. But this also, in turn, To Your Eternity does have magic, but it does not. It's more heartfelt than fantasy. It's more drama.
It barely has magic.
It barely has magic, but it's more...
Fantasy doesn't need magic.
I don't think we consider
fantasy
magic.
Just means that the setting of a specific kind of setting plays a huge impact on like the story and such.
Nobody's talking about the setting to your eternity.
Okay.
Nobody.
Guys,
No,
y'all in the
here's
audience, I have clearly lost this argument.
Hold on.
I am not convinced. I am not reconciled.
It's very simple. Like imagine if you could. Can you switch to your eternity to be like sci-fi? Like if it was just like an immortal robot, would it be the same thing?
If it's sci-fi, then it would be sci-fi, not fantasy. But you can't just put it.
That's
in
not
a
my
plane.
point. My point is that the powers would work similar. Like the story would work exactly the same if you were just to change like his origin from like a magical rock to just it's a sci-fi android that's just gonna live forever and can kind of shapeshift.
But then it's a sci-fi, not a drama. That's like saying, well, Star Wars is more drama than sci-fi.
My point is not that it's not a fantasy. It's just that the drama takes more precedence than the fantastical elements of the show.
But in my mind, there would not be any drama if not for the fantastical elements. It's because there are fantastical elements. Like you said, they have to go rescue a girl. Why? Because they're in a fantasy land of child sacrifice and she's about to be sacrificed.
Nobody's worried
like
about
without those fantasy elements, there would be none of the drama.
Element.
Without that immortality,
he wouldn't have. Everybody's thinking about the emotional
you said, like,
of the characters.
You said
itself.
Because they're in a fantastical world and they're gonna sacrifice a girl. They've done that in real life, so like that's not a fantastical element of the show.
That's part of the fantasy.
That has that's not part of the fantasy.
Yes,
that's just history.
Yes,
it's part of this show. But that's not a fantastical element at all. There's a giant monster in the thing when it's really just a giant bear. Yeah, we're gonna sacrifice a human to it every year to keep these people in control. Like that's just real.
We seen it on Tokyo.
Still considered part of the fantasy genre.
What's that shit that we saw on Netflix?
That's not part. I wouldn't say that's part of the fantasy drama. It's part of the fantasy drama because this is not a real story.
We saw that in Japan Sinks. We saw the sacrifices. Nobody thought about, you know what? It's everything around us.
It's not a random sacrifice. It's specifically tied in. Oh, guys, we are spending way too much time on this. I'm just going to one closing argument each, and then we're going to move on. My argument is that we gotta have a future episode on fantasy. Depends regardless of the setting. So, for example, Kageki Shoujo is just modern day, nothing too high and dramatic. The dramatic from To Your Eternity comes from the fantasy elements, these high dramatic situations, the situation of immortality, the situation of
thinking about that.
Ancient villages and sacrificial rituals. Those are what cause the emotional impact in drama, not necessarily the interaction itself. Because these aren't common everyday interactions. That's my closing statement. I will say no more. Patty, what is your closing statement?
Hold on. Mine's
okay, Derby, your closing statement. Go ahead.
Like I said, To Your Eternity, I don't think should win this, but Jobless or Slime for me. Those are the top two for me for pure fantastical fantasy.
Yeah, I totally agree. I feel like it's Jobless, and right after Jobless, it should be Slime, just because of the world building and how it is so grand and so outlandish. Like, yeah, it's so outlandish. Not that. That's it. To Your Eternity should always be best drama. Because nobody's worried and sitting about the world. Nobody's sitting there thinking about, you know what? Yes, this makes sense because of where they live and the rule. Nobody cares about that. We worried about the emotions of what the people bring to us. We worried about the effect that they bring to us.
Yo, you remove Fushi from To Your Eternity. Does that world still make sense? Like, does everything still happen? Is it fantasy at that point?
If there was no shape-shifting?
Yes.
No.
No shape-shifting, no knockers. Is that a fantasy world?
Does not necessarily. Okay.
How?
Well, let me Google what fantasy definition is.
Nah, I think we should move on because we have our own category.
Like we're gonna end up in
Wait,
just
hold on. I think
fiction.
we should just move on. This will be a special. This should be an extra noodles. Ladies and gentlemen, tune into our Patreon. Yeah. We'll talk about this and tell Bree how she's wrong. So don't forget, subscribe to our Patreon and we'll have extended discussion on what we consider fantasy and what we consider drama. And To Your Eternity, where does that fall upon? So definitely check that out. And our next category is best film. Who wants this one? I'll take this one because I don't have enough.
I ain't gonna lie, I've only seen two of these.
I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna do this because I only had like 3. Best film, we have Belle, we have Evangelion 3.0, we have Mugen Train, we have what's this? Jose, how you say this?
I don't know.
Tiger.
Josie the Tiger and the Fish.
And what's this? how you say Shirobako
Shirobako.
the movie. Words bubble up like soda pop. That should win just because of the title. That should look good.
I've seen 3 of these movies.
So I feel like from what I see, from what's so popular, I think Belle will take it because of how popular it is and how it's trending very rapidly on social media. But I think I'm gonna give it to Belle because it's just trending rapidly. I would give it to Belle.
For me, it's between the 3 I've seen. Because again, I haven't seen the other 3. I feel like I would love Josie, the Tiger and the Fish. I have no intention of watching the other 2, Shirobako and Evangelion. I haven't seen any I've seen a few episodes of Evangelion. I dropped it. I'm not going back. I don't care what anyone tells me. I'm done. And Belle, I just saw like last week. So recency bias is in my head. And I'm like, yo, it looked so good. I do have some complaints about it. But we will get into that at a future date. So it's between Belle and Demon Slayer for me.
Honestly, I haven't voted on this category at all just because I saw Words Bubble Up Like Soda Pop and I saw Mugen Train. And both of them were okay. Soda Pop was really cute. Mugen Train... Okay, I thought Mugen Train was just meh. Kind of mediocre. I know, because that was such a big impact in the box office. But neither of them would I give a category, an award to. And I hadn't seen any of the others. So it's like, I can't really say any of you deserve to win. Just because I don't know. So I've abstained. I skipped this category.
All right, so... there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have our selections of what we deserve, what's gonna win, who deserves to win, and what we like that we think should win. So don't forget to cast your votes on Crunchyroll for the awards. Definitely don't forget to tune in back to us while we review who won. Most likely, we might be disappointed. I don't know.
It'll be a much shorter segment. Most of it's going to be Attack on Titan. We all know this.
Yeah. And just to get on Bree's nerve, I vote Fruits Basket. So
she definitely won.
We're gonna take a break now because we, of course, if for all our longtime followers, you know Black Ramen has to have our own award ceremony. So please tune in, come back, listen to us to Black Ramen Anime Awards 2022, and stay tuned. We'll be back.